What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta.
We finally got her. We finally got her. No more denying it, baby. Your match is aired.
It did.
We're going to talk about it.
Oh my God. Wild.
So do you want to talk about it last? Let's do that.
We could do that.
Let's do that. So we'll pull an audible.
And inaudible.
No, an audible.
Okay.
We're going to pull an audible. We're going to talk about Thursday, Friday, and then go back to Wednesday's match because it's our show.
Okay.
We're most likely be talking more about your match than most of these.
Whatever. We could do that.
Yeah. And again, this is the first of a 2-episode week.
Yeah.
And 3 episodes for this channel because we forgot to do Rad last week.
Whoops.
Oops, all berries. But yeah, so I think either today or tomorrow, the next episode that's covering the collision will come out.
Yes.
So try not to get behind on that because
it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
And we don't want to be behind everybody else and look like a bunch of morons.
Yes.
So, you know.
So this is your spoiler warning right now. If you didn't watch Collision, don't watch the next episode because right off the bat, we're going to be spoiling everything.
I mean, if you haven't watched last week's regular week matches too, we're also
that's
you know,
like unwritten rule.
Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely.
Don't walk across the mountain. Is that a baseball thing? I don't know. I don't watch baseball.
What?
I don't know.
Don't walk across the mountains?
There's mound.
Oh.
There's this unwritten rule in baseball apparently of like
don't walk on the mound?
Yeah.
Like if you're not the pitcher?
Yeah, I think so. I don't watch baseball.
I think you made that up.
No. I'm pretty I don't know. I remember watching ESPN one time and like somebody was facing the Yankees and Derek Jeter walked across the mound or something like that and the pitcher's like, "Hey, don't walk on the mound."
Honey, no.
And like he was trash talking him afterwards too. He was like, "Oh, it's funny if somebody's yelling at me who's only won a handful of games." And it's like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Apparently, people don't like Jeter. I don't know. I don't watch baseball.
Boy,
I mean, unless the Rays are in the World Series again, I'm not watching baseball.
I'd rather watch paint dry on a wall than watch baseball.
If the Rays get to another World Series, I'll watch baseball. Like, you know, I don't watch hockey unless the Lightning are in back-to-back Stanley Cup winning things. Even then I don't watch because I'm like the kiss of death for them if I watch. Tampa Bay.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into these matches.
Don't walk across the mound. Okay. That's what we're really trying to say. All right. So if we're going to call an inaudible, then we're going to move on to the second match of last week, which was a teams match.
Ooh, that's right.
This was a precursor to a number one contender match. Yes.
Winner of this goes to face Final Exam.
Final Exam.
One contender match.
So we've got lightning time of the usual suspects, which of course consists of Ethan, Big Time Irwin, and Lightning Liz Shannon Miller versus Danger Zone of the Dungeon, which is of course Ben the Boss Bateman and Dangerous Dan Murrell. Scary matchup, whichever way you look at it, because these are both killer teams.
Yes.
So
it feels like the only teams out there are killer teams now.
It kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we usually do that whole song and dance, oh God, before every show. Like, what's this the news that happened? I don't know. There was a lot of news, wasn't there?
Was there?
Christian was talking
about,
like,
he dropped a whole bunch of stuff. We'll talk about that.
We'll figure that out.
We'll get in between one of these episodes.
How?
One of these matches.
I'm so
we'll talk about
embarrassed. Round one.
We called an audible.
We called it an audible. All right. So Dan missed the first question. Oh no. Oh no. And I think it was about Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, because he said he had, because it's one of those rare qualifying streaming movies.
Oh.
So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Ethan,
Weird.
Ben, and Liz missed a Mr. Popper's Penguins question. That doesn't sound like a real movie. And then Liz and Ben missed something about George Romero. And then Ben, Liz, and Dan all missed a question about Christoph Waltz. So no perfect rounds, but that's okay. I feel like we're all getting a little too used to perfection.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's good to see people be like, not. Yeah, it's good to see people be human.
So I want to have this small little bit about the perfect round ones. I'm liking them shifting back to harder questions because it makes that perfect round that much more special, that much more impressive. Right.
It makes it a little bit harder to attain. More impressive when you get it.
Yeah, it's like what makes it special if everybody's getting perfect rounds?
Yeah, I did see somebody be like, "Oh, with all the perfect rounds that are happening, does it kind of diminish the the appeal of it. It's
Yeah.
like,
In my
unfortunately.
opinion, yes. So I'm liking it with top tier competitors like this missing several in the first round.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
saying
this was a
something.
rough first round
That says
for
something
everybody.
for the quality of the questions
Yes, exactly.
and the difficulty of the questions. So it makes me sad because I feel like people are so used to so much perfection lately that they're like, oh, wow.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. They're slipping. But it's
Yes.
like, no, it's just these are harder questions. Look at who's competing. You made Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman, Liz Shannon Miller, and Ethan Irwin miss a couple questions.
Yeah.
What?
Good job, guys.
That's a feat. Anyways, by the end of round 1, 11-12 in favor of Lightning Time. Round 2, Danger Zone. I resorted to putting DZ and
DZ.
LT. And every time I see DZ, I think of Discovery Zone. Any other millennials out there feel me? You know what Discovery Zone is?
Yeah.
DZ, where kids want to be.
Yes. Come on now.
Thank you.
Come on
Good.
now.
Every time I see DZ and there's a Danger Zone match, I'm like, memories. Anyone else? Ladies? Danger Zone spins Lucasfilm. They go to multiple choice once. Got it.
It's a good category. It's like a sneaky like.
I remember you being like, George Lucas did that movie?
Yeah, well, no, the Lucasfilm.
Well,
because, like,
Lucasfilm,
when you
well,
hear Lucasfilm,
you know what I'm
the
saying.
only two properties you think of is Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Sure.
But it's like, no, they did all these other like oddball movies that nobody like. Red Tails was one of them.
There was another one that you were like, what?
Yeah, I can't remember, but I didn't realize
Was it Hook?
No, it was a sequel to American Graffiti. It's like there's a sequel to that.
Yeah. I feel like there was also a kids movie. Land Before Time?
Yes, I forgot.
That
I
was the one.
was like, wow, I forgot that was a Lucasfilm
Right.
property. And I always forget Rango was a Lucasfilm animation, which won Best Picture. It was awesome.
I
Love
just
that
always
film.
assume every animation like that is Pixar. That's my problem.
No, it
I'll
was
deal
like,
with that.
Yeah, but it was like Lucasfilm's a sneaky like category. It's like, wow, I forgot about that movie.
Lightning Time. They spin away from Sean Connery, R.I.P. They get opponent's choice. Oh, no. So Danger Zone is like, give him Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Stick it to him. They go to multiple choice one time. They did miss it, and it was stolen. Oh, no. So we kind of, the tables are turned here. 22-23 in favor of Danger Zone. Round 3, 2-pointer for Lightning Time. Rom-coms. Liz eagerly takes it. I feel like she was like, I'll take this one, Ethan.
Yeah, it's like, I got this. Don't worry about
It's
it.
like, okay, go on ahead.
Sure.
Meg Ryan plays Kathleen Kelly, owner of a local bookstore in what 1990s rom-com from director Nora Ephron.
You got bail.
That is correct. Got it.
Anybody else?
Two-pointer, huh?
Anybody? Any other millennials out there that know that sound? Because we're on the cusp of that. Like that's
On the cusp of what?
you got mail. Because like I remember when that was a thing. I was what, 10 or 11?
Like having AIM and dial-up,
Yeah, AOL.
having to forward your...
And looking
Family
forward to
landline
hearing,
to
like
a cell
logging
phone.
into your AOL and looking forward to hearing you got mail. Like, oh, who wants to talk to me?
I've never really gotten excited about email.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I remember like they're always like that. You know, that Persian prince wants to give you money or something like that. It's like, don't open that email, it'll give you a virus. I remember those days.
And chain emails.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't do this, then you're going to be haunted for the next 10 days.
Oh my God.
Oh,
remember that.
no.
What?
Wait, hold on. Uh-oh. I just did something bad. I wasn't paying attention. It's okay. It's okay. We're all right. It's
Okay.
okay. We'll figure it out. We're all right. I was deleting stuff, went a little too far.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. We're fine.
Okay.
It's all okay.
Did you undo
here.
it?
You okay? No, you can't undo it. No, wait. You can undo wait.
Oh, we've had this discussion before. You can undo it.
I didn't know you could undo it in this app. Oh, we're back in business, everybody. We're back. All right. Yeah, I do miss AOL and AM. I do. Dial up, getting kicked
Do you
off.
remember your AIM username?
I wish it was Dimmy.
I can't remember
It
mine.
wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
I can't remember mine either.
Man,
I think it was like
Good times.
TKD something,
TKD boy.
maybe. I can't remember. No, it wasn't TKD boy. It was somebody else that we know. That it's still his handle.
Love that guy.
I remember at one point, one of my handles was TKD Master.
I feel like I remember that.
I can't remember what platform that was.
Let's talk about millennial things on a Radcast one day.
Maybe we have to record
Nostalgic things that we miss.
we have to record one this week, so maybe.
And my dream of having a early 2000s themed birthday party with our friends. I just want to
Come on,
have.
man.
I just want to have a table
Late
filled
90s,
with like
early
fruit
2000s.
roll-ups.
I'm sure
and
every
like Gushers and whatever Dunkaroos, whatever other
Surge. We
crap we
get
used
our
to put in our
hands on Surge.
bodies. Oh yeah, Pepsi Crystal or whatever the hell that was.
Oh yeah, so get some Zimas.
Yes, some what was those squeezy?
Oh, Go-Gurts?
Ew, God,
No.
Oh, I've never eaten a Go-Gurt in my life.
Squeezies.
The squeezy drinks.
We're going to get
That had-
demonetized. Don't do that.
Sorry, everybody. No, the one that had the top that you had to like twist off, and it looked like kind of like a wing, and you had to like twist off the top,
There were,
like the precursor to Kool-Aid
cool-
Jammers, but they weren't.
oh, what were they? They had like, it looked like the Persian thing that you had to twist off or something. Oh, I don't know the name of it. Somebody
Yeah.
in the comments didn't mention it. Any
It
other?
had like wings on the top, and you had to like twist it off.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
in.
I
I
just
can see it
cannot
in
remember.
my head, and they were always red,
Yes.
sometimes blue.
Yeah.
Oh man, squeezers. It's some kind of I don't know.
I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just cannot pull the name right now.
Yeah. Oh, have some Hawaiian punch. Oh my God. Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll plan it. 2-pointer for Danger Zone. Romance. Ben takes it. Which actress starred in the romantic dramas Hope Floats in the Lake House? Miss Sandy B. Sandra Bullock, he got it. 3-pointer for Lightning Time. Crime, she's back. Ethan takes it, of course. What famous actor stars as Martin Bishop, a security expert who is forced to lead his team on a dangerous job in the 1992 film Sneakers? Robert Redford. Got it. 3-pointer for Danger Zone. Action adventure. Of course, Dan's going to field this question. Bruce Willis plays the character Mr. Church in what action franchise? The Expendables. Got it. All right, here we go. Down to our fivers. 5-pointer for Lightning Time. Modern classics. In which... No, not in. Which 1980s... Well, I guess it could work. Which 1986 comedy features supporting performances from Cindy Pickett, Eddie McClurg, and Ben Stein? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Day Off. Yeah, I think the Ben Stein was the dead giveaway.
Remember that guy? Remember it was like that Can You Stump Ben Stein show?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't know what it was called. Stump Ben Stein? I don't know.
The Ben Stein show.
5-pointer for Danger Zone. Here we go. Tom Hanks, Back to America's Uncle Daddy. You will find the characters of Lieutenant Mark Rumsfeld and Art Weingartner in what 1980s Tom Hanks comedy? This was a rough one.
This was.
Because I forget what answer they gave, but they seemed not 100%, but kind of confident.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, it sounds like this.
Yeah, no, I feel good with that answer. They gave an answer. Unfortunately, it was not correct. It was the Burbs.
Yeah.
And they missed it.
And this is another one where Ethan's like, yeah, good job, guys.
Oh, yeah. He like held up his glass. And
he's like, good job, guys.
I
Congratulations.
think after they said it was wrong, Liz was like, oh, it's this. And it wasn't that.
yeah, so everybody was wrong.
The fact that you were able to organically show that none of them knew it.
Yeah.
That just goes to show that it was a tough 5-pointer.
Oh, yeah.
And well, with that, 28-32 in favor of Lightning Time, they go on to face
Final exam
in a number one contender teams match. What I want to talk about is how fired up Dan Murrell was after this.
Oh, yeah. I do want to talk about this.
Oh, my Lord.
I do wanna
First
talk
of
about
all, I love to see it. Not because they lost. Obviously Lightning Time suspects.
Yeah.
Cool. But I also love Dan and Ben. So I wasn't like, yeah, F those guys. I want them to lose. Like, no, of course, I love them. I'm not going to say that. So it's not like I was excited to see him fired up because he lost. I love when you see passion from such a high level competitor like
and
that.
somebody that's been in this situation before and just was like, it's, whatever. When he's in this seat and he lost and he gets fired up this way, it's like,
love it.
Ooh, and because he said as much as like, it's, what is it, the Burbs?
The Burbs.
The Burbs just seems to be a thorn in his side because he keeps missing
Because
these
it's
questions.
taken him down before.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I know there's going to be people out there in the comments, blah, blah, blah. How did you miss another Burbs question? Blah, 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 blah. And he's right. Everything he was saying, I was like, yep, get him, Dan, get him. Yep, you're right. Because, first of all, he probably could have watched the Burbs. And maybe he did after whatever last time it tripped him up. And you could still probably just
get a question you don't know.
Get a question in a weird part of I don't know. But he's right. It does kind of grate on you, I'm sure. I haven't experienced it firsthand, but very much secondhand I've experienced it when people are like ride you for missing something.
It's like, how'd you miss that? And it's like, look, and he said it as much himself, like, you get in here and you try to answer these questions.
If you're that good, come on in, bro. And get in the ring.
Anytime a comment like this comes up, like, we haven't seen them yet, but like anytime anybody talks crap about a competitor, like, how'd you miss that one? Blah, blah, all the time. I always say it. I'm going to say it till I see this. If you can do better, let me see you do better. Get in the ring and you answer these questions when Christian or Andrew Guy or somebody of those combinations is asking questions to you and going, hey, idiot, 5, 4, because you've experienced this now. That stress is real.
It is. I'll own up to a spelling error I had in the first round because I was just nervous and I wouldn't normally have made that mistake. But you're nervous in that moment. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
And there is a moment in your match in Collision, no spoilies, obviously, but there is a moment that there were multiple people in the comments like, oh, Andrew said this. And we'll talk about it when we talk about it. Yeah, but it's another moment of, okay, get in the ring.
It all boils down to, if you can do better,
come on.
All right, come on, let me see you do better.
Yeah.
Until then, shut up. Just shut up. If you haven't sat down at this and experienced the pressure of a match, you really don't have any saying like, oh, I can't believe he missed that.
I mean, if you say it in a way that's like, wow, I'm surprised that Dan missed that question. But don't be like, wow, what an idiot. I can't believe you missed that. About it. It's like, man, it's unfortunate that, he gets hit by this again. I'm surprised that Dan missed that question.
I'm fine with comments like that. But when you're talking trash and like, oh, I could do better than these competitors, like, all right, let me see it.
Oh, I got a question that both of them didn't know.
Yeah, until you show me that you can do that, I'm gonna tell you to shut up.
Yeah, because it is different on the couch.
That's the one thing about this fandom that just gets on my nerves sometimes. It's like, take it easy, man. I can get fired. I can go on and on about this.
You can get fired up. It's a small percentage of the fandom.
Yeah.
Let's not make it sound like it's everybody. It's a small percentage. It just so happens that the people that say the negative things are the loudest.
Yeah.
That's
unfortunate.
And it's really easy to only hear the negative things coming from a competitor's perspective. But yeah,
we got her.
The people that are the loudest are the people that are going against you. Typically.
And that's why we stay out of comment sections now. That's why we stay out of the Facebook crowd. Now, for the most part, we stay out of it. For the most part. Sometimes it's like, I gotta look. But most of the time it's like, no, we're good.
Yeah. But I definitely do peek in sometimes because I cite them a lot of the times. But yeah, it was interesting. And I do like to see that passion. It was unfortunate that it was the result of a loss. But what a match. I mean, back and forth.
This is a good, I love seeing matches like this. We're like, oh, they're up now. Oh, now they're down. They have to hit the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, it came down to them missing the 5. So this is why we love the Schmoedown. And Lightning Time's going on to face final exam in a number 1 contender match. So, and the winner of that faces the winner who just won at Collision.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get to that.
We will get to that. What a barn burner, as the kids call it nowadays. Never heard that term until I joined the Schmoedown community. Now I hear it daily. Okay. Our next match is round 1. Our first singles tournament round 1 match.
Tournament season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. We have 2 very hot up-and-comers in the singles division.
Absolutely.
We've got Josh, the Carpathian Horowitz from the Mercs versus the meme queen, Jen Kemp of Swag. Let's do it. Round 1. Jen missed a question about Dr. Strangelove. Josh got a perfect round. My man got the bonus.
He's good, man.
With that, 7-9 in favor of Josh.
Real good.
And he came into this match like, oh no. I came into this like the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
Like to have fun, blah, blah, blah.
Now there's all this pressure on me.
And now there's all this pressure. Like I do well. And now all the expectations are up here.
That sounds familiar. We'll get to it. I'm
so nervous. Round 2. Josh spins opponent's choice. Oh no, he gets given black cinema. Oh. He goes to multiple. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't.
Yeah, this is a rough second round.
This is a rough second round for Josh. He does have 2 2-point misses.
Playing a little loose, a little too loose.
No, he was so close on both of them.
Yeah,
both of them got stolen. That is,
it's huge. That's 8 points.
And the first one, I forget what it was, but he was like 1 word off in the title.
Yeah, it was something about a funeral or something.
Something about a funeral or a death or something with a death and a funeral.
Yeah.
He was like one word off. And then the second one, I think it was like a Regina, 2 different Reginas, but
he said the wrong Regina.
it was like King and Hall or something like that. I forget what the last names were, but it was like 2 Reginas. And he gave the wrong one.
Yeah.
So he was so close. I wish maybe he would have used the GTE.
Or a multiple choice.
Or that.
Yeah. So it rough second round. Played a little not I don't want to say like careless, just
No, I would no. I would not
played
say
a little
careless.
looser than he should have. I think he should have been a little bit more cautious and just checked down or went for the repeat.
Maybe a hint more cautious, just because he was so close.
So close.
This close.
Yeah.
This close.
I always love that Krennic. We're this close.
This close. Like, bro, your fingers are touching.
Yeah, exactly. That close. That means you're there.
Idiot. Oh, anyway, so that was a round rough 2 for Josh. Jen goes. She spins Whoopi Goldberg. She goes to multiple choice twice. Also misses both. Also, both were stolen.
Ooh, get some points back, baby.
Granted, 1 point, whatever, but it definitely takes a little bit of the edge off of that, potentially devastating round 2. So, because of the perfect round in round 1, because of the 2 multiple choice steals, now we're even.
15 to 15. Fighting, clawing his way back.
Round 3. 2-pointer for Jen. Pixar. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland voice elves in what 2020 Pixar film? Onward. Got it. 2-pointer for Josh. Sports. In what Disney film does Dennis Quaid play Jimmy Morris, a man who gets a shot to pitch in a Major League Baseball? I'm guessing I meant to put game. The Rookie.
The only reason I know this movie is because of it's about a guy that played for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh.
And he was like, he was like 40.
Bad word.
Sorry,
Oh, no.
I gotta bleep that out. He was like one of the oldest like pitchers to pitch for the team or in the league or something like that.
Don't look at me
I
like
can't
I
remember,
know.
but like he was like 40 or something like that. And it's like, wow, 40-year-old pitcher or something. It was a story because he was old.
Not old within the scope of the sport.
That's what I meant. He's old for the scope of the
40 is
sports,
not
and he was
old.
pitching in the major leagues. I was like, wow, great story.
Not even close to old.
I
But
saw
you
it
know
once.
how
It was a good
certain
movie.
sports have like thresholds.
Yeah, like a 30-year-old running back is like ancient.
Old. It's like, oh no, it's not. But within the scope of that sport,
Yeah.
I get it. 3-pointer for Jen. Comedy. Which actor appeared in the comedies Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, Can't Hardly Wait, and Without a Paddle? Seth Green. Got it.
I almost said Seth Rogen.
3-pointer for Josh. New releases. Who plays defense counsel William Kunstler? Ooh. In 2020, The Trial of Chicago 7. I got it. I got through
You
it.
got there.
Mark Rylance?
Mark Rylance, yeah.
Got it. 5-pointer for Jen. Oh, here we go. Spy films.
She's
She's
back,
been coming
baby.
up a lot.
Yep.
She's been coming up. Roger Donaldson directed
Sneaking
Kevin
in there like a spy.
Costner.
Get it? Dad joke.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry you had to experience that. Roger Donaldson directed Kevin Costner in what 1987 neo-noir spy thriller?
What a question. Oh my God.
Lord help us. No Way Out. She missed it. So it all comes down to Joshua, assuming Josh is short for that. Directors. Which 1991 film starring Jodie Foster
Love him.
and Adam? Oh, this doesn't look right.
Another autocorrect or just didn't get it spelled right?
Adam, I have Han-Bird. That can't be right, but who knows? Anyways, it was the first film Jodie Foster ever directed. Josh knew it almost
Immediately.
instantaneously, said that it was a great fight with Jen. Little man Tate, 20-25 in favor of Mr. Horowitz.
Oh, what a win. God.
Josh is just killing it.
I am a huge Josh Horowitz fan. Not
Yes.
just because he's on my faction, but like even if he wasn't on my faction, I would be like totally like Jen as well. She's a competitor that I was like, oh man, she's about due for her run.
Yeah.
Just couldn't pull out today, but Horowitz is good. And not for the fact that, he's gone perfect so many times, but this is a match where every great competitor has to face one of these matches eventually.
Yeah, where
And-
something is not going to go your way.
Yeah, you get a rough second round. You have to claw your way back. It comes down to your opponent missing their 5. You're going to see a match like this. And I've said it in his third or second match, like he's playing like he's been playing this for years.
Oh, yeah.
And he's already wrapped his head around the game, how to navigate certain things, and coming up against an opponent like Jen Kemp, who is rising herself and proving what kind of competitor she is, to come back in a match like this against an opponent like that it says so much about who you are as a competitor. So, big win. I DM'd our group. I'm like, what a win, man.
Yeah.
Don't say it's over until it's over. Claw your way back from a tough round 2. That's some championship level stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Now I was really excited for this match because it was one of those matches where it's like you really don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, we have
because
two
these
rising stars.
They've been really making a name for themselves.
Absolutely. And
it's
Jen,
been crazy.
Jen is probably, I don't know if she's not, because she's still in teams with Vinny. I don't know because if Final Exam keeps on track for a title match, they're going to need a team to go into the tournament.
Yeah.
So put Jen in with Vinny, who has his ups and downs, but he's proven he can be,
Maybe that was just a bad day.
Yeah.
Which does happen.
And then I don't know what they're going to do. They have, and if Chandru continues on his trajectory, he can't go into the IG tournament. You got Jen Kemp for the IG as well.
Very true.
So, and also Paul Oyama for the IG as well. So the options are kind of like where they're going to go.
When
but
did he say he was doing IG?
Paul did IG last year in the tournament.
He did?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Where was I?
Blanking.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, but so Swag's got a couple of options for several tournaments now. And Jen's a very viable option.
Oh, yeah.
She's a legit triple threat.
Heck yeah.
A very good competitor. And I want to see her succeed, and I want to see more of her. And
this is not the last of Miss Kemp.
Not.
No way. And definitely not the last of Mr. Horowitz.
No. He's moving on. Moving on up. He gets either face, who is it? I think Nooms
Griffin
Nooms and whoever he's facing in the first round.
I don't remember. Video Drew.
Video Drew, that's right.
I think it's Video Drew.
Yeah, and if things go a certain way, I think they're rumoring this next match between these two people to be at New York.
Maybe.
So a second round match as an undercard, I believe.
Oh boy.
For the New York live event.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
it's gonna be a good one. I mean, either way, Josh Horowitz's personality.
Yeah,
because I don't. There's certain people that are like, wow, character work, and it's like, I think that's just them.
Yeah.
So, I would love to see Josh's personality versus Video Drew.
Oh yeah.
Or Griffey Nooms. Yeah. I would love to see either one of those matches.
Yeah.
I know which one I'm a little bit more partial to, but I think
because you're a Griffey Nooms fan.
I am a diehard Griffey Nooms fan. And Josh Horowitz.
Yeah.
But I also love Video Drew. So I'd be happy to see any way it shakes out. Yeah. So it's going to be a good one in any case.
So, rewind.
Okay, so next week on...
No. We skipped this match for a reason, and we're going back to it. What do we got next?
Oh, boy. All right. We've got a Star War.
Oh, really? Who's in this Star War match that we're about to go over?
It's Johnny Crash Hoey of the Dungeon versus me.
Say your full Schmoedown name, please.
Nicki Dimalanta.
It gives me endless pleasure that they made your nickname Dimmy. I'm like, come on, it had to be Dimmy.
Hilarious.
I love it. It gives me endless enjoyment to hear Andrew Guy and Mark Ellis go, all right, Dimmy. It's like, yes.
And I got to be honest. I mean, who cares?
Who cares?
I don't know. I didn't know that was my nickname until Andrew Guy announced me. And when he said it, I don't know if I was kind of like giggling as I came on camera, but if I was, it was because of that. Because I was backstage watching him announce my name. I was like, what? They did it. Okay.
Even though we already saw the poster and it said Dimmy on there.
Did it?
I think it did.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't remember that.
I don't know, but either way.
It was a surprise to me in that moment, and it was hilarious. So it fits.
Good.
The shoe fits.
I mean, come on. Everybody knows you as Dimmy in both our personal circle
I literally
and the
will
Schmoedown circle.
Answer to Dimmy if you call me. If you call me from down the hallway, I will answer to Dimmy. I won't answer to Nicole as much as I would answer to Dimmy.
That?
Who's that? That's me at work sometimes. But yeah, no.
Hey, Dimmy.
Hilarious. Oh, and can I also say the promo? Obviously, the match got filmed. And then I didn't see the promo until the match aired because,
Yeah, we don't. We very rarely we get to see promos while we're taping. So
yeah, so I didn't see the promo until it aired, and when I saw John say, "Oh, Nikki's got herself an after show, so when I beat her, she's gonna have to relive the loss twice. Hope it doesn't sting too much." And I was like,
"How dare you!"
And I knew how the match ended up, and I was still like. Oh my God.
Trying to separate yourself from the character work.
That scared me. Like, whoa, glad I didn't see that before. Anyways, round 1. Question 2, I believe. Yeah. Question 2 was a question about Attack of the Clones, about how Anakin says that attachment is forbidden for a Jedi and that what also is forbidden. Let me go ahead and tell you guys that Andrew has asked me this question about a million times.
So can I take credit for this question?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I finally get to take credit for one, huh?
Probably. Yeah. You've definitely asked me this question many a time. And every time I would forget possession. Every time. I remember attachment because of the way Anakin says
attachment.
Forbidden.
Attachment
is forbidden. So I always remembered attachment and I would always never remember possession.
Yeah, because he says possession like fleeting. Is like,
yeah, he kind of says it quick. Yeah. But he really goes in with the attachment is forbidden. And so that's why I remember that part. So I definitely was like, oh, in that moment, I'm like, oh no, here's where it all spirals out of control on question 2. Oh no, this early? So that's why I use my repeat. Yeah. And I did spell possession wrong, and I'm very embarrassed.
Hey, I'm not faulting you.
I wrote it correctly at first, and in my moment of like freaking out, of being nervous, I was like, "That's too many S's," and I like erased one.
Because you both did. You used the repeat, but you both wanted a repeat for this question.
Oh, we both wanted one, but I said it a
and
second
I remember
first.
you specifically telling me that panic that goes off in your head when you hear a question. You're like, "Uh oh."
Well, because you hear a question that you're like, "Oh no." That's not in my head right now.
Yeah, and all you feel is just...
all of a sudden, your head just goes blank and you're like, there are no thoughts in my head right now. Yeah. I can't even think of anything. I can't even think of my name. So it's like panic.
That's what we're talking about when like you're under the pressure.
It's
like
different.
They say it's under the lights, but it's the pressure of like you hear something and you immediately don't know anything. You're like, oh no.
And your brain just kind of shuts off and it's like, oh, nope. I can't think of any words. I don't know any words right now. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, and it takes you an extra second to get there because you're like, I know this. What is it?
But luckily I got there.
And it's a trivia contest, not a spelling bee. So don't worry about spelling.
I consider myself to be a good speller, but I was like, no, that's too many S's. So I erased one and it was wrong. Oh, that's what nerves will do to you, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, John did miss that when he said devotion.
It's a good guess though, but yeah.
Yeah. Then John unfortunately missed the question about the name of the region of the planet. I think I just forgot a word. The name of the region of the planet Bespin, where the atmosphere was breathable to humans. Where Cloud City was located.
So this is a doozy of a question. Oh my God.
This question, if I was wearing socks, they would have been knocked off.
Yeah, because like I heard that. I'm like, wait, they're asking that? Oh my God.
I read this. I one day that we were doing study stuff, I came across this term and I remember reading about it and I was like, that's interesting. And I remember telling you about it.
I was like,
and then I remember I told you about it and I was like, no. That's dumb. They would never ask that.
Like you never know anymore. But I took a note of it, and I'm glad you took a note of it, mentally at least, because
I don't know why it stuck there.
I heard this question. I was like, they're asking this in a rookie match for a rookie debut. Are you kidding me? This is unreal.
It's a bold question.
This is a ballsy question to ask in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Of a rookie's debut.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah.
Like that's
insane.
That was something.
An insane question.
And with that. Oh, and I guess I had a perfect round.
No. You got a perfect round, and you got the bonus, which I was shocked by them asking this because you said it in your post match, and this is true. We went over that question
hours before
your match.
Because I remember saying to Andrew, I hope they don't ask me any Oscars questions. Yeah. What was the last one to win an Oscar? And then
I was like, it was Empire Strikes Back.
And I looked it up just to fact check. I'm like, oh, it won a special contribution award too for whatever, but they probably wouldn't care about that. And it was like part of the question.
It was part of the question, yeah. I was like, wow.
So, funny how.
Yeah, it's funny how the Schmoedown works.
Funny how. So that worked out for me.
Yeah.
8-11 in favor of Dimmy. Round 2. John goes first. Spins opponent's choice. And I gave him mixed bag.
Mixed bag. I mean, yeah, we've talked.
Who wouldn't?
Who would? I mean, we've talked about this several times on the show. It's like, let's mix up the wheel round. Come
Unless
on now.
you clearly know that somebody hates a movie, but I don't think any Star Wars competitor has been like, man, I've never really watched this movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're gonna give somebody a non-movie category if they get opponent's choice.
I did like you like either mixed bags or Planet Locations but they're basically the same category.
Kind of. Plants and Locations is a little bit more focused, but also still mixed baggy. You know, so it's predictable.
Yeah.
You know. Unfortunately, he did have a 2-point miss with the song in Rise of Skywalker, Leto Hey, being co-written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
He said
Shaggy, which I understand.
I understand why.
I get why he said that. But unfortunately, he did miss it. And unfortunately, it was stolen.
Unfortunately for him.
For him.
For you.
Unfortunately for me. But yeah, no, unfortunately, he did miss it. It was Lin-Manuel Miranda. I spin The Force Awakens. I like The Force Awakens. Multiple choice in the first one. I'm so upset.
Yeah, because I remember you was like, man, I hope I don't get any crawl questions.
Yeah, I thought about that. Like, oh man. As soon as they were like in the opening crawl, I'm like, oh no, didn't read those today. That's on me.
Yeah.
But it was the kind of thing where it was like, oh, when you hear it, you'll know it.
Yeah.
So Leia is desperate to find her brother and gain his what? It was help. I got it.
Yeah, and that's one of those questions was like, I know it's help, but are they trying to trick me here?
It's one of those questions where help is just such a basic word.
It's such a basic word that like, why are they asking about that word?
Yeah, why'd they zero in
easy.
on that word?
Not easy, but it's like it's one of those like, oh, it's like a.
You can psych yourself out and be like, no, help is too simple. It's got to be something.
Because when you told me about that question, I was like, it's help, but are they tricking you?
Yeah. So, am I remembering this wrong?
Yeah, it was a smart move to go to multiple, not give those points back.
Yeah, that would have been foolish.
Yeah.
So at the end of round 2, 16-22 in favor of Dimmy. Round 3, 2-pointer for John. Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan tells Anakin that he was meant to bring balance to the Force and not leave it in what? Darkness.
Leave it in darkness.
I love that scene. Yeah. I love yelling those lines at the TV when we're watching that movie. He got it. Darkness. Got it. 3-pointer for John. Rogue One. This question was a doozy. In Rogue One, when General Draven is questioning Jyn Erso, name the second charge he lists on her rap sheet.
I love the phrasing of the question because you're not asking for like, because usually for like, they'll ask like, oh, what's name 3 of the 5 or something like this. It's like, no, they're asking for a specific one. So not only do you have to remember the infractions, you have to remember them in order.
Yeah, I would have rather the question, if I had gotten it, I would rather be, hey, name all 5. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay.
So you can do that. You can be out of order.
Hey, name the second one. It's like, oh.
Yeah. So okay, that was a great pull for him because it's like, again, you have to memorize them in order. Yeah. And say the right one. Yeah. So great question, great pull.
The approach of that question.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was a doozy of a 3. So yeah, forgery of Imperial documents. He got it. 5-pointer for John. Solo. And from what I hear, John likes Solo. So, In addition to Bosk, who did Val want to recruit for the train heist instead of Han and Chewie?
Zan sisters.
The Zan sisters. He got it. Yeah. What are you going to do? You know? What are you going to do? Now it's time for me to do stuff. 2-pointer for me.
Oh, that close. This close.
We were that close.
That close to a TKO.
What are you going to do? I was screaming in my head, like, please.
That's always like, oh, you're so close. Just miss this. Please. It's like, damn it.
Didn't work that time.
This close.
That was this close. 2-pointer for me. Clone Wars. Fun.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I felt bad about this one.
Yeah.
What is Anakin's nickname for Ahsoka? And I've made the joke before.
How many
this
times
question needs to be retired.
Yes.
We've asked this question multiple times now.
This Snips and Sky Guy just, I'm saying it, don't ask it anymore.
Yeah, we've asked those questions
a lot. We've asked it too many times.
Like,
I don't know what it is about the writers to like, they're scared. It looks like they're scared of asking Clone Wars questions.
I wouldn't say that because you're not trying to tempt any.
I'm not trying to tempt anything, but it's
gods.
like, but I will say it's like, all right, so three Clone Wars questions that they just can't ask anymore. Who voices Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Who voices Anakin?
Snips and Sky Guy. Snips and Sky Guy. 4 questions. Those are the 4 questions we've asked them. We asked them a couple times each. We've asked them too many times. Let's move on to other questions.
But it's definitely Snips.
It's
so I got it. 3-pointer for me. Planets and locations. What is the name of the mining planet that Dexter Jetster says he spent time prospecting at? Subterrell. And with that, 26-27 in favor of Dimmy.
How does it feel?
Weird.
It feels weird. So we were talking about this before. Like, just to put it, it's like it's awesome. Your debut match, you get your first win. Let me put this in perspective for everybody and for you. You've done something that the past, minus Ken Knapsack. You've done something that all the past champions, including myself, have not done, and it's win your first match.
Sam Witwer?
Sam Witwer didn't win his first match. He lost to Ken in the Star Wars debut match.
Oh, right. That's right.
Alex Damon lost to Sam Witwer in that Fatal 5-Way. I lost to Joseph Scrimshaw in my Fatal 5-Way debut. So you've done something that 3 past champions have not done.
Let's calm down.
I'm trying to gas you up because
let's just calm it down.
I'm so incredibly excited and proud of you for this because it's like you have been like, I don't know.
I'm still like that.
It's like,
I think it was a lucky day. I think it was a lucky day for me.
Oh man, it's like I've been screaming. It's like you're good enough to compete in this division. I hope you get put in the tournament. I mean, Sam has a rough decision. It's like, do you go with
the Dragon Con winner?
Do you go with the reigning Dragon Con champion, or do you go with clearly is like I look in the comments. Been looking about this match. Everybody loves you, and rightfully so. Because come on, so proud of you.
Yeah, I feel Josh Horowitz's comment about like putting expectations too high when you're like, because now I'm like,
you just want to ride off into the sunset. I want to know.
I told Andrew like
later, kids.
When I first got drafted, I was like, first of all, maybe I just won't even play. Maybe Christian will just like forget. Oh, that didn't happen. So I was like, all right, well, let's say I play a match. Win or lose, what would be great would be to win. And then, I just ride off into the sunset.
1-0, undefeated.
I just fade away into the background. Just go, it was real, guys. I'm calling it a day. I retire right now. I was supposed to fade away. So I don't know. Well, I don't know that I'll be able to do that. Something tells me that you're not allowed to win one and then just disappear.
And there's been a couple of competitors that have done that, but
yeah, we'll see.
I hope they consider you going into the tournament because
we'll see.
That would be great to see you go up against either of the Damons, anybody that I've competed against. I would love to see that.
Well, I mean, they didn't announce the brackets for
oh yeah, that's right.
Star Wars quite yet, but it was announced that in round 1, I believe. I think it's round 1 of the tournament and not just like a freestanding match.
Yeah.
That Alex and Molly are going to face each other. So that's wild.
Damon, that's wild.
People have been waiting for that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Marie, she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
And she's crazy. She knows her stuff. I studied with her a couple times and she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
So, and she's won Dragon Con, which I could never come close to doing.
Yeah.
So I respect Marie a lot. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's crazy. It is different.
Yeah.
Like I was wondering how different it would be.
Because you can speak to that now. You've played on the couch since I've been competing.
Yeah.
What's the like?
It's different, but also at the same time, I feel like this new era of like digital rookies, you don't get the full experience until you're in the studio. I think too, personally, I think that you do get a taste. You do because having Andrew Guy and Mark Ellis staring at me like, "Hey, dummy, what's this?" It does make it different than studying with you. So it is different having them count down in your ear. It's pressure, definitely, but I don't think you really experience your full Schmoedown competitorness until you're in front of people. Yeah. People are physically in front of you asking you questions. Maybe there's even an audience just watching and waiting and reacting, gasping, oohing and booing,
Yeah.
That adds a new element to it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, but since I can only speak to experiencing it from a digital standpoint, it's different. And it's real easy to be like, how'd they miss that? How'd I misspell a word that I know how to spell? Because I was fucking nervous. That's why. It's really easy for that to happen. But Yeah. One thing that Mark said in the promo that I was like, uh-oh, that's not true. Was I think he said something about, oh, you've been watching these movies, your whole life since you were little. I'm like, ooh, and I hate to break it to you, Mark, that's not true.
You're a new fan.
Didn't watch a first. I hadn't seen a single Star Wars movie until Andrew and I started dating, and even then it wasn't immediate. It was probably a couple years into our dating.
Yeah, a year or two into us dating.
Yeah, when Andrew was just like, I've had enough of this. You're dating me. You're watching Star Wars. So one day he sat me down and forced me to watch them. But I stuck it to him because I didn't pay attention.
Now you have to pay attention.
I watched them with my eyes, but not my brain. But yeah, no, I've only been watching and applying myself and paying attention.
Since like the sequels, basically.
Yeah. Like when you went to the Schmoedown was when I was like, oh, yeah, I should watch these. And I should kind of pay attention more. So yeah, arguably I've only actually been watching these movies for the past 2 or 3 years. So that's a big part of why I get so nervous and thinking like, no, I can't do this. I'm not of the same caliber.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just keep watching them a bunch and hoping it seeps in.
Yeah. But as far as Hoey goes, great match. Just a small little like mistake that really cost him.
Well, he even said in the post-match interview, I don't know why I said Shaggy. I knew that answer.
Yeah.
And that's another testament to the pressure of the lights,
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, unless he gets an out-of-tournament match, this is probably the last we're going to see of him.
Well, he said Molly was going into the tournament.
Yeah, we know that Molly's in the tournament now. So we only get one Star Wars competitor from each faction. So I wouldn't sleep on him, though. If I were a manager and I need somebody for next season.
He's a top pick.
And on that note, I mean, Harloff said, like, you don't need a manager to compete next season. You can rock it solo.
You can make your own rogue squadron.
Yeah.
And be like, no, I still want to compete, even though I don't have an established faction.
Exactly.
Manager.
And it mixes the thing up because, the thing that the faction race did was it kind of changed the dynamic of things. And like, you can't really you'd have like the storylines and everything. You can't really, like manifest them yourself. You have to let the competition dictate where the story goes.
Yeah.
Almost 100%.
Yeah.
And I think Christian hates that. So this whole faction thing's sort of like going away sort of next season makes complete sense. And I actually do like it because this season, you gave title defenses and title matches more points. But now with the factions sort of being shifted next season, titles mean so much more now.
Yeah. So next season, I mean, a short rundown, and hopefully I'm accurate in what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
There are still going to be factions, but there's only going to be like 5 spots.
5 spots per faction.
And it's going to be like a singles. Wait, 2? A singles? Oh, I'm an idiot. A singles, 2 teams competitors. I was counting teams as like one person. Yeah. A singles competitor, 2 of your team's competitors, an IG competitor, and a Star Wars competitor.
Yeah, so you can have 3 singles competitors, which,
Right.
And then your specialties.
And Christian did address, because somebody was like, what about somebody like Chance Ellison? And he's like a multi-division competitor. So Chance Ellison, his main division would probably be singles or teams, but probably singles. Flex. And then, he just so happens to flex. And
I'm not sure how right am I this. Like, I don't think there is any, like, you have to have these types of players. You could be like a Kaizen, like, I want all IG competitors. And just have 5 IG competitors.
That I'm not sure of.
I'm not completely sure about that. I don't know if there's anything stopping anybody from doing that because, these 5 competitors, like, I don't want to be in your faction. I'm going to break off and form my own faction.
I just want to rule one division.
Yeah. And that's another thing about the things. Like, if you're not a part of a faction, you're competing against somebody. Say you go to a title match, you don't have a faction, but somebody else does. You're keeping them from getting those points. So the faction race is still a thing. It's just more chaos.
Right. And it's going to be more anarchy-ish.
Yeah, and I think another big reason for this shift is we want to keep these teams that are currently formed for this season to stay intact. Because if you go the same format for this next season as this season, a lot of these teams are going away. Yeah,
it's got to be hard. If you got a good thing going with your team and you've put in a lot of study time, you know each other really well, you're working on your chemistry, only to be drafted to another faction. It's like, oh, now I got to start from ground zero.
Yeah, and this allows for these teams to stay together and build more momentum, build a name for yourself, because wouldn't it suck for like the Otter couple, great new team that just got birthed out of obscurity and just out of a necessity, and now it's like, well, Janine got drafted to another team, she agreed to go to another team. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that would be a shame. Yeah. So this offers more flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there's no draft either. I think it's just coming in, and if you want to be a part of the faction, sign them.
Yeah,
Boom,
I don't know.
done.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
We'll find out in due time, I'm sure, as we are already in August and we're careening towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So
Where this year gone? Jesus.
yeah, but also it's kind of okay.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. Corona's still a thing, so it's kind of like, let's just get past this. Damn.
Gotta put your mask back on, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, hopefully Jen Sturger's doing well.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm hoping
just
she makes a speedy recovery.
Yeah. Unfortunate, that she got corona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thoughts are with her.
Absolutely.
Hoping she makes a full and speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about this.
Yes.
Yes, it's different. It's scary. It's terrifying.
I look forward to your next match, whenever that is.
I don't know if I can say the same. Because
you're gonna rock it like you did in this last match. You're gonna rock it.
It was scary, but John, he's a wonderful.
Oh
competitor.
yeah, absolutely.
And he made me nervous when I was informed that it was going to be John, not Lacey. I was like, what? No.
It's like that one guy on TikTok. What?
But John's he's good.
Yeah.
And he would definitely make a fine addition as a Star Wars competitor to any faction.
Absolutely.
So hats off to him. He made it fun. He kept it loose, and so it was a fun match to be a part of, even though I was terrified.
Yeah. So that was this past week worth of match minus the public pay-per-view.
Yes.
Sorry, I just burped right into the mic. I'm so sorry about that.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Christmas.
But so again, we're going to have another episode going over Collision because, oh man, there's a lot to go over.
What an event.
Wow.
What an event. 2 titles on the line. 2 number one contender matches. Oh, it was just fireworks. We had cutscenes coming back. I'm getting chilly willies just thinking about it.
That one cutscene. You know which one I'm talking about. We'll get into it when we get into our Collision recap.
Yeah.
Oh, chills.
Oh, it just...
love it. And like, I'll gush all about it when we get into it.
I felt so warm and fuzzy watching this whole thing because it was just like, oh my God, to see Christian and Mark at a desk together again and have it not be like last season's replays or whatever. It was just, it warmed my heart.
It's great. Can't wait to get into it. But yeah, so we'll be airing that. I don't know how quick they can get it up, but don't be nasty. But we'll try to get it up either Tuesday or Wednesday. So depending on how things go.
Yeah.
So it'll be up this week. We just don't want to get behind on it. But we'll be going over those matches. So
yeah,
it's going to be great. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up here, being good stewards of yours and our time. Star Wars competitor, Nicki Dimalanta. Where can they find you online?
What do I say now? What's my thing now?
Not debatable.
No. And I do have to say that every time I saw a comment anywhere, whether it was Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anytime I saw somebody say something about not debatable, it just warmed my cold little heart. I was like, oh my God.
BTS fans, yay.
People that why would you say that if you don't listen to this show? So
I do want to point out the one.
Coincidental.
The one, I cannot remember her name.
Sina.
With the truly.
I don't know if that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
I hope it is. Sina.
That's truly a Beyond the Schmoedown. Truly a Beyond the Schmoedown fan.
I just, it's water, like I'm an idiot. Like I just want to hydrate.
Yeah.
But it's also, while we're recording this, it's 1:35 in the afternoon. So I got to respect myself a little bit more.
This recorded early.
Yeah. But she's good.
That was awesome. Like, I see that truly in the foreground. I see it.
She said it was her first one, and I'm like, welcome, one of us.
Welcome. Can we get a sponsorship, please?
We just need them to sponsor this.
We just need to sponsor the show. Come on now.
We didn't get a Captain Morgan care package, and it's not like I'm salty about it. It's not like Andrew wasn't competing for a title or defending his title or anything, but it's whatever.
Not salty.
But if Truly was a sponsor,
Gimme.
Put the box right here.
Gimme.
So, I'm gonna tweet them, be like, "Hey, Truly,
you want to sponsor us? We're a small little podcast, a very niche crowd,
baby." Yeah.
Anyways,
I love seeing those comments.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. It was.
Yeah.
I smiled every time.
Yeah. So Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Oh, I have to just accept it now. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA, on TikTok at Drew_Dimalanta. If you're listening to this on audio form, please rate the feed and follow us.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner, see when we do things on YouTube.
Which is rad. Promise, rad will be going up this week.
God, we're so
We
embarrassed.
completely blanked on it. I was like, there's something we should have done this week. Rad. We completely forgot to record our episode, so that will be coming out this Friday.
I think the fact that we decided to do it every other week
Oh, yeah.
is what trips us up, because we're like, what day is it?
We should set a reminder on Google. It's like, hey, idiots, record your Radcast episode.
Oh, right. Thanks, Google.
Thank you, Google. Now shut up. Shut up and turn the thermostat down.
All right, Google, enough.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We will see you next time.